every bite. I see that.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, part of this complete breakfast.
Mom doesn't miss much. Now you can eat with your fingers with Funky Fun Finger Spoon.
Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason Adams.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is we're back.
Okay.
And
the
I'm
problem.
not talking about that fucking weird dinosaur movie where they kidnap the kids to turn them into carnies. I'm talking about this podcast. We're back.
You're back.
Yeah.
I'm elsewhere.
Some of us never left.
Well, things happen. You are where we're supposed to be.
Correct.
I had a mishap.
A mishap. You were supposed to meet me.
I was supposed to meet you. I didn't.
I saved the place in line.
I'm currently stuck.
You're stuck.
So I might need help.
Oh shit. See what happens, guys? He leaves and then immediately asks for help. Like he can't.
What do you mean? No. So okay, I was trying to do the world and this country a service.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm live on location here, and it's at a factory. So
is that where you are?
Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but it's the summer of White Claw.
Didn't that show end?
What?
Yeah, the one with the swords and the thrones and stuff.
The who?
The one where everybody wanted the family fucking show.
So why would I know that show already ended? I did my service with that. I ended it. I'm talking about.
You ended it.
I ended. You goddamn right, I ended it. White Claw. It's the
Axe needs to be louder. Axe needs to be louder. How about that?
You should be louder. I think you're louder. You're not spiking.
Let me turn it up on my end.
Kevin could be quieter a smidge. I take offense to that.
We can all agree on that.
Listen, we're in different locations. Things are going to be a little wacky right now. We're going to have some technical mishaps for the next, hour or so. But no, I am at the White Claw factory. I don't know if you can call it a brewery because
do they manufacture those?
White Claw?
Yeah, I thought that was something that was in the woods, attacking a wall.
No.
Okay.
No, it's the summer drink of 2019, apparently.
Okay.
It's the thing where when you drink it, the laws do not apply to you. So you can just like if you're drinking a White Claw, you can just go commit murder or some shit.
Is that like the shit like in The Boys, not the show, but like the books where they injected themselves and then they could beat up the superheroes?
Yes. No.
Oh, right
no,
on.
Maybe, I don't know. But, yes, as Christy said, ain't no laws when you're drinking White Claws. I don't know if you don't know, White Claw is a hard seltzer.
Seltzer?
A seltzer? Are you a fan of the seltzers?
No, I'm more of a fan of the Knicks.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I wish I could slap you right now. No, White Claw. It's the hard seltzer drink that everybody loves. But I trying to do right in this world and stop people from preventing these law-breaking events. By the way, I can totally see the screen on your phone.
Thanks, pal.
I gotcha. Because you might have heard there's a White Claw shortage in America right now.
A shortage?
A shortage. The conspiracy.
Like an endangered species?
Oddly enough, yes. But what I decided to put on my vigilante cape and cowl.
Where the fuck are you? Can you just?
I told you I'm at the White Claw factory. I'm destroying all the White Claws so I can stop these people from breaking all the laws. So the White Claw shortage is
dude, you're too late.
You're too late. What do you mean I'm too late?
America's on to the next thing, man.
Yes, because
drop today.
Yes, you're jumping over my bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to say the whole point of me being here was to destroy the White Claws, create the shortage, make people go on to the next thing, and then gotcha. I gone and pulled a boner, and now I'm locked in. So here I am.
All right. Well, I just want to let you know.
Yes.
America's now onto the vapes. They don't care about the White Claw anymore.
Haven't we always been on the vapes? Isn't the vapes?
I mean,
haven't we always? What is it? The vapors?
Excuse me?
The vapors. Did I just turn into a Southern lady for a minute?
that move to Texas really did a number on you, apparently.
I mean, I was only there for a couple of days. I had to go around the country, find these factories, tear them all down.
Right.
And here I don't even know what city I'm in right now.
I definitely need to be turned up. Hold on, let me see what I can do.
Yeah, I think there's only so much I can do on my end.
How about that? Is that better?
Better? If I can maybe do that
ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if that's better.
This is going to be the show for the next month and a half, by the way. So we were supposed to meet at Star Tours because there's been all of these announcements going on, and so much has been happening with you, so much has been happening with me. We were gonna wait in that line. You're currently posted up behind. By the way, like shout out to Disney 87 for giving you all of their high-speed internet capabilities.
That's right.
I managed to just hijack the Wi-Fi here.
We were so good from that one time we were on Main Street.
Exactly.
We met up. I met up with Chuck again, and then we were square.
Chuck. I forget who Chuck was.
Chuck Berry.
Oh, Chuck Berry.
Anyway.
Okay. So what's going on?
We're much closer in volume now. Oh my God! I thought Kevin's camera was in black and white.
Listen. Okay. I've been stuck in this factory for a week and a half, okay? There hasn't been a lot of sun. Plus, I just happened to find a camera. But I basically broke into this place, but it was okay because I had a White Claw in hand. And right. I found the only spotlight I could.
Is that like a rabbit's foot?
A White Claw?
Yeah. Is it Lucky?
I mean, no.
I still don't know what this is. I still don't know what you're doing. We're supposed to be riding Star Tours.
I know! I'm just at a loss at this point. I'm just a lost child trying to find my way home. I just want to go home.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, contrary to popular belief, when we're not doing this show, we don't talk to each other. So, I don't know what.
It depends on the day.
I don't know how your move went. I don't know how your life has been. You don't know how my life has been.
I honestly, I really don't know anything about you right now. I feel like I haven't. When was the last time I saw you? When was the last time we did this?
The last 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks?
3 weeks ago?
2 or 3 weeks. I feel like it's been. Honestly, I feel like it's been 3 months at the earliest.
So summer's over. Like.
Well, for you.
Fair.
Everybody, fair. Okay, so to catch people up to speed,
yes.
I moved to Austin, Texas, which is across country. I was an hour behind.
Left me behind.
I left you behind. I'm also an hour behind, although I actually don't know what time it is right now because...
Are you behind or ahead? How does that work?
Well, Austin is behind. So, like, if it's 8:30 in Syracuse, it's 7:30 in Austin.
In Austin, right.
Yeah, but I don't know where I am. So, for all I know, it could be, like, 12 a.m.
Do time zones represent people's intelligence? Like, you know how British people are really smart?
Are they?
Because they're ahead of us? And then, like, the East Coast has a strong school, and then, like, the Midwest is kind of like, no offense if you're in the Midwest. And then California,
technically, I think I'm in the Midwest.
Well, you're in like in the Southwest.
I'm in Central Time.
Right.
So I'm like,
is that the next one over?
I'm like, yeah, because we're an hour. You do know an hour is one, correct?
What?
I think you might be onto something with this whole like, with this whole like East and West thing in time zone.
Biggie and Tupac.
Biggie and Tupac. Oh my God, are you Biggie now?
No, he was West. Wait, what?
Biggie
what was he?
Biggie was East Coast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you trying to say? Am I fat?
No.
There's a pause. There's a long pause there, pal.
Hey,
you can't hide that shit. Anyway, I'm at Disney. You're supposed to be here. We lost connection.
We were okay. So we're catching up. Is this a catch up episode? Are we catching up?
Yep.
Okay. So
catch up and mustard. Let's do it.
I moved. What about relish?
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
I don't like pickles.
Hit or miss with me. I could go either way.
You go for a pickle?
I could go for a pickle.
Okay.
I mean, I've had.
Christy, take note.
I've had a few pickles in my day. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. So sometimes a nice hot dill, does the does the trick. Well, Dan did try to kill you in the last episode. Actually, a lot of things tried to kill me in the last episode.
No, to be fair, I just narrated your death. I didn't try to kill you. The guy at the fast food establishment stabbed you in the throat.
Yeah. So after that episode, we should give the folks a timeline here. So because it really starts prior to me showing up for that episode.
Yeah.
Because we were moving, and then as we were leaving the apartment, and I don't know if I talked about this on the episode, but I gashed the bejesus out of my heel.
I don't think you mentioned that, no.
So we're pretty sure that the apartment was trying to kill me.
Like a poltergeist situation?
Like straight up. So we were literally walking out of the apartment, and for some reason I was wearing flip-flops because I was being lazy and didn't want to wear shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking out of the apartment, and I was holding the storm door for Christy because I'm a gentleman and a scholar. I have a master's degree.
That you do.
And I was holding the door. I was holding. I mean,
you're locked in a factory.
I'm locked in a factory. God damn it. So I was holding the door for her, and I had a big box in my hand. And as I was walking away from the door, I healed myself on the bottom of the door. And no kidding. And I took about a 2-inch gash out of the back of my foot, basically from like my ankle down to my heel. And I walked to the car and I looked down. And I'm just like, oh, there's just blood everywhere. like all over my flip-flop, all over the driveway, all over the porch. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I need to go clean this up. So I ran upstairs, cleaned it up.
Sidebar for a second. Do you know your blood type?
I lost my wallet. I think I'm like I think I'm like an A plus.
Wait, what the fuck does that to do with anything?
I have my Red Cross card in my wallet because I used to donate blood all the time. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm allowed to donate blood anymore though.
Wait, what? Oh, you got one of those? One of those diseases?
Well, no, not one of those diseases. So I gashed the hell out of my foot.
Okay, just gonna leave that one there.
Still made it. Still made it to the show though because I'm a professional.
Right. Well,
and then we met up. We did the show, and then there was that guy who stabbed me in the neck at the fast food place because I was trying to break up the fight.
Yep. He died almost instantly.
Died, came back to life, made it in time to go back to the apartment to
Thank
finish.
you, first responders, by the way.
Respect.
9/11.
It is 9/11. Shit. So our plans completely got fucked up. So I'm going to reiterate a few points that I made on the last episode. Okay. And it's just in number 1, get rid of all your shit.
Yes.
Okay. Number 2, I think it was give yourself time.
Right. Yeah.
No discernible order. Number 3 was like have a plan. and
Okay, right.
I forget what the fourth one was. But
Peace out.
But 3 out of 4 ain't bad. So the game plan was to leave at like 4 a.m. Thursday morning.
I've done that.
That did not happen.
Oh. Didn't stop at the Timmy Hortons or nothing?
The Titty Hortons? Is that what you just said?
The Timmy Hortons.
When was the last time you saw a Tim Hortons?
On our trip to Charlotte.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's none in the Syracuse area. They all closed.
Well, that's why you hit the road at 4, so that you can get there when the Timmy Hortons opens.
We don't go through Charlotte, though.
Well, no, we didn't see it. We saw it on the way in Virginia.
Well, I'm not
we didn't leave Virginia.
We're not going to Virginia to get to Austin. That's dumb.
Well, which way did you go?
West.
To Buffalo?
Yeah. Do you know where do you know where Texas is?
Yeah, it's got a dollar sign in front of it.
It's got the dollars. Wait, what?
That is a joke from me, sir.
Oh, okay. No, so we did not make it out of the apartment until 7 p.m. Thursday.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
so,
7 p.m.?
7 p.m.
And that's when you started driving?
That's when we started driving. So
you're out of your mind.
Brother, let me tell you. So we Wednesday was the day to get everything finished up.
Okay.
We did not get everything finished up. Because the problem was we had just, again, get rid of your shit. Because we had stuff in the attic still, we had stuff in the garage still, we had stuff in the basement still, we had stuff on the front porch still, we had stuff still in the apartment, and I was having panic attacks, I was having anxiety attacks, I was bleeding, I was tired, I was hungry, I lost like 10 pounds.
Oh, it was that time of the month.
Yeah, so, okay. So we basically spent Thursday finishing up all the remaining shit that we had.
Christy is claiming it was her idea, and it was great.
It was great. It was great. So we fucking got as much stuff as we could. It got to a point where we were like, listen, we're going to be here another day if we don't just leave. So we kind of made a pile and locations and coordinated the rest of the stuff that needed to be taken care of. We would have people come over and take care of it. So we got as much as we could done Thursday. And then we decided to hit the road at 7. So we drugged up the cat.
All right, yeah.
And then...
Get a little something for yourself, too.
Well, I actually didn't. Unfortunately, we didn't have time. So we loaded up the car. We're like, okay, let's go grab the cat, and then grab a couple more things, and then we'll get it all in the car, and then we'll hit the road. This time, Christy's holding the door for me, like a lady and a scholar.
Got a master's degree.
She too has a master's degree. And literally never happened ever before. First time, made no sense. It was confusing. I was confuzzled. I didn't know why this happened, but she opens the door. She's holding it for me. I'm walking out of the door, and I get stung by a fucking wasp. Right in my goddamn ankle.
Same ankle?
Actually, no. Different ankle.
Oh, okay.
So it was the opposite. I'm freaking the fuck out, and she's like, do you want to go back upstairs to clean it up and to try to find the stinger? And I'm like,
no, we're getting the fuck out of Syracuse.
That's basically, that was my MO. I was like, fuck it, whatever. We got in the car, I untied my shoe, I squeezed it as much as I could to get whatever was in there out, and I'm just hoping my foot doesn't like swell up 5 sizes while we're driving.
Right. Are you you're in the passenger seat now?
No, I drove.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we both drove, but like we traded on and off. But like I drove the first leg, and I think the just sort of the anxiety of the whole situation took me out of focus of the pain in my ankle. So like that wasn't a bother.
Oh, okay.
However, now I do have a small crater in my leg where I got
And just
stung.
get some wood filler.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'll do.
Yeah.
So we drove. We were actually making like great time, and we made it through Buffalo in only a couple of hours. And then it was, it was dark because it was fucking midnight.
Right.
And the original plan was to stop in Nashville for the night, like we did previously. Get a hotel, get a couple hours of rest, hit the road again.
Because that was such a great experience.
Because that was a wonderful experience. Just
see our previous shows.
See our previous episodes. And we're driving along, and I just go, do you want to just, like, not stop and go all the way? And she's like, okay. So we're like, fuck it. So we drove.
That was the worst pickup situation ever. You want to go all the way?
Oh, brother, don't I know? So we drove 26 hours straight, plus a few stops to get gas. Like, pretty much we only stopped to get gas and to go to the bathroom. And usually those lined up, so...
Oh, nice.
We made it in 26 hours.
26 hours.
A little over.
After being awake all day.
After being awake all day. I mean, we slept in the car, because we took turns.
Right.
But, dude, fuck that drive.
I'm sure.
Fuck that
Sounds
drive.
like it sucked.
Oh, it sucked so much. But it, I think we were happier that we did it that way instead of stopping. Because it would have taken us like an extra 12 hours. It would have probably added an extra 12 to 15 hours to the trip if we stopped for the night in Nashville.
Right.
So we were like, fuck it. We're just pulling through. So we made it to Austin. We're slowly but surely getting settled in. Well, she is right now. I'm here.
Right. You're doing the Lord's work.
I'm here doing the Lord's work. I'm basically Batman in this shit, making sure everyone's following the rules.
There's nobody there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, there were people here.
Closing
Now there's not.
time.
So, and I got locked in. Luckily, I found the Wi-Fi password, though.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so that was the trip.
Is everything bigger there?
Actually, yeah. I mean, our apartment's bigger.
Yeah.
All the rooms are bigger. The complex itself is bigger. I mean, it's nice. It is the rainy season, so it rained for a couple of minutes today, and it'll.
A couple of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the weather hasn't been great. It's been like 90, partly cloudy, scattered showers throughout the day, but mostly sunny. So we're hoping for better weather in the next couple of weeks. Oh my god!
However,
what?
Even so, still better than Syracuse weather.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was actually funny because recently somebody was like, yeah, like this is kind of like the bad weather season. It starts to get cold, and I'm like, yeah, but like what's cold? And they're like, like 75. And
oh,
I'm like,
fuck you! Fuck you!
I'm like, I'm still gonna be in tank tops and
it was
shorts
30,
swimming in the pool.
It was 38 the other night. 38 fucking degrees in September.
I mean,
Fuck off.
We had the AC set to like 67, and I got a little chilly.
Eat a dick. Eat a dick.
But that's been me. So what about you?
So summer is over here. It's done.
Is the fair officially over? Has the fair ended?
The fair ended 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I thought what is today? Oh, it's the 11th.
But I did go to the fair.
How was the fair? How was the fair for you? Because I have not really gone to the fair in a couple of years.
The fair was the fair. I had also not had been in a couple of years, but like it's one of those things that when you live here and you live in Syracuse, like a lot of people come from the rural areas.
The rural
areas of New York.
Say it again.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I said. They come from
From the outskirts.
The outskirts.
The outskirts. Yeah, there you go.
The outskirts of New York. They bring their their campers.
Right.
And they make a vacation out of it, kind of thing at the fair.
Yeah.
When you live we're 10 minutes away from the fair.
You
go every 3 years because it never changes. It's always the same. You can always see Eddie Money for free up at the goddamn
Eddie Money
Chevy
was there?
Court. I don't think he was there.
Oh, okay.
But the acts such as that,
right.
Three Dog Night,
Three Dog Night was there?
They're always there. Always there. But anyway, we had to go this year because the wife had entered in some of the contests.
Yeah.
She is handy with some needle and thread.
There you go.
And she made some items, so she won a couple of ribbons.
Nice.
She got 4 blue ribbons and 1 red ribbon. Blue ribbon being first place, red ribbon being second place.
Okay.
So we had to go check it out. It was all on display. So we went there, we saw that, and then we started walking around, and we saw, the cows.
The cows. It's always cows.
And I don't know how many of you people out there have seen a cow. Listen, cows are big. They're bigger than you think they are.
I don't think I've ever thought of a cow being small.
Well, no. That is correct. That is a correct assumption.
Right.
But if you think about a cheeseburger, right, and you're like, there's a shortage in America of food. Like, people are going hungry.
Right.
And you're like, okay, well, McDonald's puts out 5 million cheeseburgers a day or whatever the fuck.
But do we actually know if that's real beef?
Oh, I'm assuming it's not. But it's one of those things that where if you're buying dog food, you can either buy the one with the filler, which is the McDonald's dog food, or you can buy the no grain shit, and that's I don't know, fucking Red Robin. Yum.
Okay. Sure.
But anyway, point being, cows are big.
Cows are And if there's one thing you're going to learn here on today's episode, it's cows are big.
Yeah. Cows are big.
Yeah.
So we saw the cows. We went and then we saw the chickens and the ducks and the goats, and I'm just like, now what do we do? What do we do? What do you do?
Did you go to the Midway? Did you get
Here's
any?
the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing about the Midway. We walked. We ended up actually going to the fair twice, but the first time we went to the fair, we wanted to avoid the Midway at all costs. But there was a point where we had to walk down the Midway, and these goddamn carnies were so aggressive.
Oh yeah, aggressive ones.
It was really scary, actually.
Okay.
Calling you names, telling you to get over here.
Fucking scorpion over there? Jesus.
Questioning your manhood, trying to steal your wife, all sorts of tactics just to win a goddamn stuffed bear.
Right.
But so we avoided that at all costs. But then, so we did that, and then we're like, I guess we got to eat something, because you go to the fair and half the fun is eating, I guess.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I don't want anything I don't want the goddamn bacon wrapped Snickers deep fried in Oreo juice with sprinkle of Jesus on it. I don't want any of that. So
okay,
what I got was these loaded tater tots. Now I'm a man who likes me some tater tots. You a fan of the tot?
I can get down on some tots. Yeah,
get down on some tots. If you're at a party and you just bring 5 big things of tots, you're gonna be everybody's hero, right?
I mean, I feel like that much like the French fry, that could also get over.
Right, exactly. So I got these tater tots.
Right.
That were loaded up like a Philly cheesesteak, and the tots were the bread. So you got your steak, you got your queso cheese, you got your peppers and onions on there. My God, it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. 3 minutes later, I had diarrhea. It was horrible. And having diarrhea at the fair
is a fun
whole new situation.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're waiting in a line to get to the bathroom, and you're clenching your asshole as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Because... it's at least a 4-minute wait, or not 4 minute, but at least an 8-minute wait. And then when you get there, the door doesn't close because they're from the 70s and they're out of toilet paper. So you gotta ask
keeping them up.
the goddamn hand who's at the door, who doesn't want to be there, but it's a job, It's a living. Anyway, it's a nightmare situation.
Right.
So we left that day, and then we came back because my mom had bought tickets to the fair and was like, well, I guess I gotta go. And fuck you, goddamn Cuomo.
Oh, Cuomo, yeah.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck
Because
Cuomo.
listen to this sleazeball motherfucking move that he pulled. So the fair, if you buy your tickets in advance, they're at a discount. You can buy them from Wegmans, which is like our Ralphs or Giants or Publix, whatever the fuck, grocery store. You can buy them for $6 pre-sale or $10 at the door. Okay, so you're saving $4 by doing them pre-sale.
Right.
So after the first Friday of the fair, which was when we went Friday, Saturday, Cuomo announces that all weekends are now $1. $1 weekends, the whole length of the fair. And it's like, you just fucked over every single person that nobody's going to fucking buy a pre-sale ticket anymore.
No.
Like, you just fucking killed that off.
Yeah.
And then the only reason they did that was because pre-sales were so fucking poor to begin with, because the fair never fucking changes, and they can only bring goddamn fucking...
Didn't they just...
The girls' choir club from the goddamn church in.
I thought they just, like, broke a record last year.
Well, that was last year, pal.
Well, yeah, so it's not like they're hurting for business.
Exactly.
So I'm confused.
They're just being assholes.
Okay, I mean,
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's a fair statement. Go to my Facebook feed, and you'll learn how much of an asshole Cuomo is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck him, apparently. Anywho.
Anyway, so when we went back with my mom the next time, we actually went to the Midway.
Right.
And we partook in some games. We did the games thing.
Did you win anything?
No. We did, these fucking carnies, man, like, so we did the ring toss. You do the ring toss.
Yeah.
You put it on the bottle. So they got, like, on the little square stand, right on the rail, they got this big bucket with a sign that says, bucket of rings, $5. My mom's like, oh, yeah, that'll be great. Like, we can buy a bucket.
Rings. Yeah.
And then we'll get a thing of rings. My mom lays down a $5. She then brings over a Dixie cup worth of rings. And she's like, but the bucket's right there. And she goes, no, that's the $10 bucket.
Wow.
And I'm like, you carny-ass motherfuckers.
As fuck.
Right.
Working.
So, like, nobody ever wins at that fucking game.
No.
And then my son has been obsessed with like water balloons.
Okay.
So when he saw the balloon throwing the dart thing, he's like, "Oh, I gotta do that, right?"
Yeah.
So we go over there, and the guy, we go up to the thing, and we're like, "Well, one, please," and that like gives you 3 darts.
Right.
So my daughter got to do a dart, my son got to do a dart, and then they gave the other one to me.
Right.
Kind of thing. But the guy takes the money and he goes, "All right, hold on," and then he walks away. And doesn't come back. and we're sitting there like, what do we do?
Right.
And then he comes back, and then he talks to the guy next to him. And doesn't fucking say anything.
Really?
And then I'm just like, hey man, can we fucking like go?
Can we like get what we paid for?
And then he just goes, oh, well.
Oh.
And I'm like, fuck it. Throw. Nothing. I miss.
Right.
My son throws. He misses. My daughter throws. She pops one.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like a small prize kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like you get the small prize. You get like a small prize for like 1 to 2, and then you get like the big prize for the 3.
Mm-hmm. And then instead of like putting up some prizes for her to choose from, he just puts one on the counter and says, there you go.
What did he put down?
It was like this plush emoji thing, like a plush emoji, and she was happy.
Yeah,
but I'm like, motherfucker, like, come on.
Where's the presentation? Where's the care? Where are the options?
I know your life isn't great, and I'm sorry.
Right.
But there's a thing called customer service that the people at Disney know how to do.
Yes. I mean, I've never been there myself, but I hear it's great.
It's they teach it.
Yeah, do they teach it?
They do.
Oh boy,
that's correct. So anyway, we went to the fair. The fair was awful.
Don't ever go back to the fair.
I don't want to go back to the fair. I will eventually, sometime, I'm sure. So that happened. Summer, the kids went back to school, so that was a whole thing.
Right.
Getting back into the old routine kind of thing. And then, I also started to go back to school as well. And I'm ready to hang myself. So,
okay.
life is great.
Cool, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Well, yeah. Well, that's our lives. Okay. Well, we have some other things that we can talk about for a couple of minutes here, and since we still got a little bit of time left in the show, because there have been some trailers.
Some trailers, some shows.
There have been some announcements, some shows, some goings-ons from what I've heard.
Correct. Yes.
I believe that the idea to me that Star Tours was because there were some Star Wars and Disney-related announcements.
Correct. Now we hadn't talked.
Yeah, we have not
since
talked.
D23.
When was D23?
That was like August 17th.
Holy
or some shit. So,
Okay.
we haven't talked in a while.
No, we have not. Yeah.
So, D23 happened, and part of D23, they dropped a new Star Wars trailer.
They did.
For Episode 9.
Oh, yeah, it's 9. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What were your thoughts on that trailer?
It was dope.
Dope? Okay.
It was dope.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked the new stuff.
See, here's the thing. I have been fooled. I have been fooled before.
Fool me once.
Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice, and I don't just understand it anymore.
I don't pay for your movies anymore.
I don't pay for your movies anymore. So Star Wars and me are on very I don't know, like combative combative grounds.
A loose relationship.
Yeah, it's a loose. We're
seeing other people.
Doing
but we're not divorced yet.
It's
oh
God. So I saw the trailer, and much like you just said, I was like, yo, that looks pretty dope.
Yep.
I'm not going to get my hopes up though.
Okay.
This is sort of where I'm at. I will certainly go see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Opening day.
I don't know if this will be an opening day one.
Really?
We'll kind of call it on the fly, see how we're feeling. See what's going on.
Okay.
So, but I'm assuming opening day for you.
Yeah, the trailers really did hook me back in, and not only did that, but I don't know if you read the transcript of an interview with JJ.
I didn't.
He talked about The Last Jedi, and he dropped a line that made me laugh.
Okay.
So,
what was the line?
He said, "Well, the events of The Last Jedi didn't completely derail the story." So, so I was like, "Oh shit." Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I feel like he was not happy with the direction that movie took.
I don't think anybody was.
I don't think anybody was, which doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't even was JJ even brought on as a producer or something?
He got an executive producer credit, but that doesn't mean he did anything.
That doesn't really mean. I mean, lots of people have executive producer credits on stuff.
Don't even show up.
Don't even show up. I feel like it was a big misstep on Disney's part to not have him brought on.
Just do the 3.
Just have him do the 3, number one, and just to not at least at the very least have him in on the creative process, because going from The Force Awakens to that, I was just like, what the fuck?
Right. I mean, and that's the thing. With The Force Awakens, you're already trying. It's already an uphill battle,
right,
to try to get people to be on board,
right,
with what you're doing. And The Force Awakens, for the most part, pulled it off. For the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I really did enjoy The Force Awakens. I would put that up as one of my favorite Star Wars films.
Yeah, it's a good flick. It really is. But then you're all right, we're gonna give somebody else a shot at this, but why? Because he was successful. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, he didn't really have all that many movies under his belt. I mean, you know, he's done some cool shit. I mean, he like, to me, because like I don't want to completely crap on like Rian Johnson's like style and stuff, but like, I feel like there are people who do really well when they're given their own chance to do their own thing.
Yeah.
To come in, like there's sort of a reason why Marvel and Disney have everything so close and tight, and like it runs a specific way. It's so everything kind of blends into each other and has the same style, and that's why you get all these clashes with like all these film directors who are like, well, I'm being crippled in my creativity, and it's like, you should have known what you signed up for, though.
Right.
That's part of the reason why Marvel, I think, goes after these, lesser known directors and screenwriters and stuff, because they can kind of say, hey, let us show you what we're looking for. Go do that.
Quick sidebar.
What?
Whose side did you take? Sony or Disney over the Spider-Man split?
Oh, I didn't read too much into that. I think it's, do
you know any of the details?
Vaguely. Do you know them?
Okay, so
Okay.
the long short of it is, the current deal for what they had was that Sony would get 90% of the Spider-Man box office.
Okay.
Disney would get 10,
Correct.
but Disney would get the merchandising rights.
Okay.
Okay. So the new deal was that Disney wanted to co-finance the films, so they would pay for half, because Sony was paying for it all.
Okay.
In it previously. So Disney said, we'll pay for half, but we want half the box office too. And Sony said no.
Oh, then fuck Sony.
Right.
Because
that's how I feel.
Because
as well.
here's the thing: those last two Spider-Man films were the best Spider-Man films ever. I'm actually really eager to go back and rewatch Far From Home, because like there was stuff they did in that movie where I was just like, whoa. Like, that was unexpected. Or they took that in a really neat direction. And it sucks that we might not get the payoff to that.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
it
last I
really
heard, they're
sucks.
still negotiating, so we'll see.
Hopefully they can come back.
Right.
Christie's all Jake Gyllenhaal, starry-eyed, hard eyes.
He was good in that one movie.
He's good in a lot of movies. He's a good actor.
He is a good. He is a.
He's a good actor.
You know what? Zodiac was a good flick. I'm gonna say it.
It was long, but you know what? It wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it for the most part. So where were we? Okay, so the fucking
Star Wars.
So the last Skywalker is coming out, or whatever the fuck. Rise
of Skywalker.
Rise of the Force Skywalkers.
Right.
So there's that. I was more intrigued though by the Mandalorian trailer that dropped.
Oh yeah, dude, that looked dope as fuck.
That looked interesting. As a self-proclaimed I don't give a fuck about Boba Fett person.
Okay.
This had this piqued my interest, and it had my attention.
Dude, that one scene where he's pulling the guy through the door.
Oh,
and then bro. That's worth your Disney Plus subscription right there.
And speaking of Disney Plus, they ran a deal.
They did run a deal.
Did you take up that? Did you take part in that deal?
Me and my family will now enjoy the Disney Plus for 3 years.
Brother, as will I. But me alone. No.
Christy's not allowed.
I'll give her the password.
Don't worry, I know what your passwords are.
You know one, and I changed it like that night.
Listen, bro.
I don't even remember what it is anymore.
We
don't need to go there.
It's very hackable.
It's very hackable. Wow, Christy, you will certainly be able to enjoy Disney Plus to its full extent.
Did you also hear the announcement the other day?
What was the announcement the other day?
Disney Plus announcement the other day. Officially announced, bringing back for Disney Plus, brand new series of DuckTales, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I mean, cool. Like, I didn't watch those cartoons as much as I watched other cartoons.
Okay. Well, as much as I recently watched the Rocco special
You
on
watched
Netflix.
What were your thoughts on that? Because you're a bit of a Rocco fan.
A bit,
A
sir.
bit.
I take offense to that. I am a diehard Rocco fan.
We did get a giant bag of fortune cookies, which, by the way, we threw out as we were moving out. And it was funny too,
good to know.
Because it came up in my Facebook memories the other day. Like, we had those in our apartment for like 2 years. I did not realize it had been that long. And it's funny too, because my mom was over one day, like, helping me clean, and she was like, "How come you have like a bag of fortune cookies?" I was like, "Oh, just open it up, have one." She was like, I was like, "Just go ahead, open it up, have one." She was like, "Okay." And then she opened it up and she read it, and she was like, "Well, that's dark." And I was like, "Oh, did you get a dark one?" I'm like, "Open up another one, see what it says. I'm sure it's better." And it was the same thing. And she's like, "Does it say this on every one?" And I was like, "Yeah, it does."
Yeah.
Yeah. Axe fucking sent us like hundreds of fortune cookies, all with the same thing.
That all say, do you have it memorized yet?
I don't.
Bad luck and extreme misfortune will haunt your pathetic soul for all eternity. That is from an episode of Rocco.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
So, but I watched the Rocco
But
special.
the special, yeah.
It was, I believe that it was 20 years after that show went off the air that they did this special.
Yeah.
It was absolutely genius. Absolutely genius.
I thought it was great.
It was a giant fucking middle finger to everyone.
Yes.
Which made it inclusive. And
that's the best. That might be the best example for inclusion ever. It took a shit on everybody.
Literally everybody.
Literally everybody.
On modern society.
Yeah.
Rocco was just like, I miss the 90s, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was great. I thought that was great. I actually watched, because around the same time there was an Invader Zim special that dropped. I never watched Invader Zim before.
I haven't watched that yet. I gotta watch that now.
Christy,
I didn't know that was out.
Christy wanted to watch it because she was a fan of the show originally. Like I said, I never watched it. I think we tried to watch.
You're missing out, bro.
I think we tried to watch like one episode, and I was like kind of half out of it. So like I wasn't really paying attention. And she was like, "Well, you're not." She was like, "Well, you're not really gonna understand it." And I was like, "Well, like I don't understand half the stuff you watch anyway, so it's whatever. We'll kill an hour." We watched it, and I gotta say, very much enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
For like not knowing any of the backstory, really, I thought it was. I thought it was a great little special.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was a fun time. So I recommend that too.
They keep doing these like old school cartoon specials, like every now and then.
I don't really. Well, I guess it would depend on what they're gonna do. I mean, because I feel like it's gonna run into that territory where it's just gonna get overdone.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm getting to Land Before Time territory for sure, but like, it's I mean, they don't have to do the same cartoon, but like, I would like to see, another Rugrats, another Ren and Stimpy, another Doug, just like one more one-off of each of those shows that people have such nostalgia for. And I really loved the thing of Rocco where it was basically like, fuck your nostalgia.
Yeah, basically.
Move the fuck on.
Well, like, that was one of the things. Yeah, like, I really loved that message. And then, like, there's the great part at the end where it was a big fuck you to the people who were, like hunting for, like, Easter eggs and stuff in the background. Because there's the lower third that scrolls along the bottom of the newscast.
Yeah.
And it says something to the effect of, like, person misses the point of the special because they spent too much time looking for Easter eggs in the background.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, It was actually a good intro to Invader Zim. So, Kevin, we watch the series now. Yes, I would be more than happy to watch the series.
Highly recommend it. It's good stuff.
We can watch Invader Zim while we watch The Office. So there.
Beaver suits.
Beaver suits.
Beaver suits. That's all I have to say. Anyway,
Okay.
I also got caught up on Stranger Things.
We never talked about Stranger
Things.
Things.
Well, I hadn't watched it, so
Well,
now I've watched it.
I've watched it too. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts?
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Yes, I agree.
Way better than season 2.
Yes.
Still not season 1, but nothing's gonna be.
Season 1 is such a special, unbelievable, not the most memorable moment is Beaver Suits. Okay. Yeah, like season one of Stranger Things, like, and I'll stick with this for as long as I can, will go down as one of my favorite seasons of a television show ever. Like it is like, you just give me that season alone, I'll watch it over and over and over again.
It was so good, so good.
And then like season 2.
Half the problem though, like starting season 3, was that I didn't really remember season 2. I remember that I didn't care for it, but then like stuff would happen. I'm like, why is this?
Because there was a lot of, and we talked about this on the previous episode. Go check out those archives.
Subscribe down below.
Hit
the like button
wherever. One of the things that I kind of had an issue with season 2 was there was a lot of filler content and stuff that never really paid off. And it was just like they tried to go in these new directions, but I was like, but why are we going in that direction? Like what is the long game here?
There was actually a point in season 3 where I thought Elle was leaving to go get her sister from another mister from season 2. And then come to find out they never even fucking touch those people in season 3.
Which I think was fine, that they kind of avoided a lot of those side stories in season 2. I think it helped kind of keep things on track. I work for Scoops Ahoy. But yes.
Who do you work for? I work for Scoops Ahoy, man.
And they did bring back a mystery element to season 3.
Yes.
And
I fucking loved the Russians. Like, making the Russians...
Whoa, hang on. What?
Making the Russians the bad, like, bringing that Cold War aspect from the 80s.
Well, like, that was a big or a big part in the first season, was... that organization was trying to weaponize these kids to like spy on the Russians, but they were like taking advantage of their own country. But like to see all of that, like the Russians were the bad guys, and I was like, okay, right on, I like it.
And I liked Hopper being like the Ruskies. That's
it was a big, and with it being based around the 4th of July, it felt like a throwback to like just those good old fashioned 80s action movies where they're like, go USA,
Well, that guy was basically the Terminator 2. The bad Russian.
I think Christie actually referred to him at one point as like Gaunt Arnold Schwarzenegger. Something like that. But yeah, he was basically just like the Russian Terminator.
Pretty much. But there's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about because I just finished Stranger Things season 3. A couple points that I wanted to bring up. I wanted to see what you thought about it.
Okay.
I don't know what happened, but Mike's character is... So in season 1, Mike's character was a concerned boy.
Right.
In season 2, Mike's character was a fucking asshole.
I'm trying to remember.
Remember, because Elle was gone and he was just a fucking cock to everybody?
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And so in season 3, they're like, well, I guess he's just an asshole now. So, like, we're just going to run with... And I'm like, he wasn't that kid, though. Like,
well... So here's the thing. They are at these, like preteens going into their teens.
Yes.
So like at that point, I don't know if this happened to you, but it happened to me. But like over time, when you're a child, your body starts to go through changes.
But like,
and when you have attractions, every boy goes through a period. Jason X.
Whoa! I thought that was gross.
Well, that too. But no, I took it as this is Mike's arc of seeing him develop from this kind of not really like a loner kid, but like a kid who had his core group of friends that he always hung out with in the basement playing Dungeons and Dragons. And then he met a girl. And then he got hooked on that girl. And then he was pining over that girl. And then he started
hooked on a feeling.
Brother was hooked on a feeling. And then he ended up, dating her and being in a relationship with her. And, I'm assuming that's what kids did at that age.
You're assuming.
I'm assuming.
The other thing I want to say is fuck the internet.
Fuck the internet.
Because, like, when Stranger Things first actually came out around the 4th of July,
right.
all I kept hearing was, oh my God, the never-ending story. Oh my God, the never-ending story. And then I'm like, okay, so obviously they're going to see the never-ending story. No, they go see Back to the Future. Which is amazing. And then there's just the song from Never-Ending Story, which is fine, but like, why did that get everybody so excited? I don't understand.
Why was that the pull for nostalgia?
Right, it should have been Back to the Future.
Like, I didn't even think that many people knew or remembered Never-Ending Story.
It's a cult classic.
I mean, I remember like because I think in the Pit of Sadness. What a horrifying fucking scene. Like, I'm just thinking about it now, and I'm like, they put that in a kids movie,
right? But I like that they were all Steve and the lesbo girl tripping, watching Back to the Future was pretty awesome.
The doped up scene was pretty funny. Everyone I know loves the Never-Ending Story. That's not true because I don't. That's
as you just learned. That is a false statement.
That's a false statement because you know me, and I do not love the Never-Ending Story. I think I saw that movie once. Oh my God! It's shattered glass right now. We have stuff to talk about tonight, I'm sure. Big ups to we're watching it. We'll see.
Right after Invader Zim.
Right after Invader Zim in the office. How about that? It's so sad when the horse dies. I know, like, and that's like, the dog thing. I don't want to see renting it for. Oh yeah. So there's total off topic, but there is a VHS.
We're on a topic.
What? Wait, what?
We're on a topic.
We were.
Okay.
We were talking about Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. Great show. One of the things we found when we were in Austin was a video store. And we walk in, and it's literally this, like, old building. It's got, like, stained carpeting and what, like, it just smells like you ever just, like, find books in the woods?
Yeah, like, there's usually a torn up Playboy.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, they're all kind of, like, damp and have that sort of, like, smell to them. I mean, I can't really smell. Yeah, and they're stained. Like that's kind of what the store was, but it was, like, way cooler because it had just, wall-to-wall 2 floors of, like, DVDs and VHS. And I actually, because Christy had never fully seen Dazed and Confused.
Oh, that's a shame.
So our first full weekend here, I was like, we should watch Dazed and Confused. So we went
in the factory that you're in.
And no, we were actually at the apartment.
Okay.
This was part of me going on my adventure.
I mean, we did see Dazed and Confused in a dog park.
You and I did.
Yes.
But because
you can see it anywhere.
Dazed and Confused was filmed in Austin.
Oh, right on.
And believe it or not, we actually found a couple of the spots where they filmed.
Oh, cool.
Like just by coincidence. Cool. So I was like, well, we're in Austin. We should watch Dazed and Confused. She then learned that Dazed and Confused was the launching point for Matthew McConaughey. Which she is not a fan of.
Oh, she's not part of the McConaissance?
She's not a part of the McConaissance. So, but don't worry, that will change in time.
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course. And so we went there to rent, I went there to buy it.
He was in Tiptoes, right?
Why do you know that? Why do you know that?
He was in Tiptoes.
You're not wrong, but why do you know that? Like, that is...
Go watch Tiptoes, ladies.
But anyway, no, don't. For the love of God, don't. But the moral of the story is, I went to buy this movie. Turns out it's actually a rental store. So I was kind of like, whatever. But we rented it. We watched it. Now we'll have to... Blakely doesn't like Dazed and Confused.
What?
I know a good lawyer.
Oh.
So...
Well, no, we'll watch Dazed and Confused in a dog park. They can go watch Mean Girls.
Mean Girls is also a good movie.
I saw that in the theaters.
I did a monologue to it.
Right on.
Yeah, it was great. So wait a second. Blakely, it's okay, but deaf. Wait, what? It was okay,
Can't
but deaf
wait.
was no. Okay, Dazed and Confused was. She's saying it was okay, but no, Can't Hardly Wait. I mean, Can't Hardly Wait is like a timeless classic.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's timeless. I think.
I already forgot it. Seth Green was in it, right?
Seth Green was in it. Yes. There were a lot of people in it. So okay.
Tiptoes.
Don't. Yeah. Go ahead. Everybody, go look up Tiptoes. of God. So we're out of time.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I actually think I hear a door opening in the background.
Oh jeez.
So I'm gonna go see if I can sneak out real quick.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go ride Star Tours. So fuck you.
Hopefully there's just a lot of fun happening back there in '87.
Mm-hmm.
So next week we'll be here.
Well, we won't be here.
Well, we won't be here. I won't be here anymore. But like
you'll get on track and we can meet up.
Yeah, we'll meet up and we'll do the show as per usual.
Right.
But where is American Pie? Where's American Pie in that ranking? Find out next week. Yeah.
I didn't like that movie.
That's why we'll find out.
Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't in that movie.
Yeah. Follow us, Brainwreck Show, across all social media. Twitch, we're on Twitch, we're on Instagram,
Subscribe
we're on
down
YouTube,
below.
Fucking Twitter, Facebook, Gmail. You can send us an email. Brainwreckshow@gmail.com. Email at Gmail. You think they did that on purpose?
Yes.
Anyways, close it.
I've been Jason.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been Brainwreck.
This has been Brainwreck.